Hello? Hello? Hi. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Alright, yes, I did select the right scene. Hello. 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 Hi, everyone. Nice to see everybody. Hi, Kibia. Hi, Sora. Hi, Tara. What is Hyba? Hold on. Is this a 7TV thing? Hang on. I mean, I can do that. Hang on. Let me... Oh, I can't do that. Never mind. Oh, my, music just stopped. Okay, that's a little bizarre. Let me just log into 7TV real quick. Let's do it like that. Okay. Right, let's try that. Yes, there we go. I've sort of thrown together a bow with a wave. Sort of. Hi, Kibia. Yes, apologies for yesterday's absence. My ear was playing up a little bit, so I thought it was probably best to rest for a day after the long stream on Friday, which, by the way, that was a lot of fun. I had so much fun with that stream on Friday with George, with playing Big Walk. The game was way more fun than I was like expecting it to be. It was very different to what I was expecting. Like I said during that stream, I was kind of expecting it to be more like a peak kind of game, but it was actually it was very different, and there was a lot of cool stuff going on. I like the puzzle element. I like that the puzzles are like interesting but not too difficult, if that makes sense. It's like the puzzles are intriguing, but there's a clear solution once you figure it out, and I really like that about like a puzzle game. I like that it's not too easy, but it's not too complicated. It's like right in the middle. And yeah, we had an absolute blast with that game. I can't wait to do more next time George is free for some more. But yeah, it was like I was expecting a game like where you were just like because I didn't really know much about it before playing it. I didn't want to spoil myself too much. Like I saw like a slight amount of a trailer, but I didn't want to spoil myself on the game too much. So I thought that it was kind of just going to be like a peak-like game where you just like wander around a big area and get lost or something like that, or like there's some kind of objective there. I didn't realize it was going to be like a progressive puzzle game where you progress into different areas. I had no idea it was going to be that kind of game, and it was really interesting. And the fact that they added a day-night cycle as well, just to throw it in there. Yeah, the game was really fun. Yeah, I kept myself kind of spoiler-free because I really wasn't sure what to... I wasn't sure what to expect, and I wanted to kind of go into it blind and experience it. And it was certainly an experience, alright. But yeah, that was so much fun. I mean, I think that's also the longest stream I've ever done as well. Because I had to wait for George's hardware to come through. We did have a couple network issues. I'm not sure if that was on either of our ends or if it was the game itself. It is still fairly fresh, so maybe there's like a couple of like tweaks when it comes to optimization that are still yet to come. Like the game is still pretty much brand new, so it might take a little bit of tweaking. But also it could have been because George was hosting and, you know, he had the whole Wi-Fi thing. Yeah, I've actually, speaking of clips there, I've actually been meaning to go through the VOD and just clip like every sus moment that I could find at some point. I'm gonna skim through like the whole 3-hour play session and just take everything. Excuse me, because I'll be able to get you guys some like voice clips out of that and stuff. But I do indeed appreciate your vigilance in clipping. It's definitely helpful. Yes, there were a few. But I know that there were a lot more sus moments as well. I think a few of them probably after you left, Tara. So that's probably obviously you would have missed those ones. But yeah, I'll go through the VOD probably after today's stream, and I'll skim through them for clips and see what I can find. But yeah, it was so much fun, and then they added the radio system as well. Like, it's so cool. It's such a it's such a simple thing, with like the radios and the handheld radios that you can use. One thing that I did think was kind of a shame is that you can only hold one item at a time. Like, it would be really cool to be able to hold the radios and maybe like interact with like the puzzles as well, rather than having to just pick, like, do I want to use the radio or do I want to be able to see when it goes dark, especially. But other than that, I don't think I have any critiques about the game. It was pretty it was a lot of fun. And yeah, it's like I said, I wasn't expecting it to be like a progression-based puzzle game. I was expecting it to be like an exploration, like open world, kind of like a Peak, but like walking across a landscape instead of climbing a mountain, but it wasn't like that at all. I mean, it's kind of like that, but it's also not at the same time. And there was also just like a bunch of like weird things going on, like some of the sound design, it was like so strange, but it's I appreciate a game for a little bit of strangeness when games are a little bit goofy like that, but it doesn't like subtract from the experience of playing them. I do appreciate when you get games like that. It's it was a lot of fun, and like I say, yeah, I can't wait to get into it a little bit more next time George is free for some more. I don't know if we'll be playing for quite that long. On the bright side, we won't have to wait again. I won't have to stall again to wait for him to get his Wi-Fi stuff sorted out, so anyway, back to today's stream. Yeah, today's stream is going to be a little bit on the quieter side, I suppose, to put it one way, because we're doing React stuff today. As I'm going to be doing submissions in the Discord. I'm going to be doing your meme submissions and your VTuber clip submissions, just to make a decent segment out of it. I'm going to just combine them together. And then I have a video lined up from Will NE. I have a video caught my attention. It showed up in my my recommended on what's the on my personal account, right, on my YouTube. It showed up in my recommended because I follow Will NE. I've been following Will NE for a little while, and the video just seemed like an interesting topic. I really do actually like the pivot in content that he's made in the last couple of years or so. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on there, and this one really stuck out to me, so I thought, why not react to it on stream? Why not save it for a React segment? I'm planning to do a React stream, I might as well include it if we have time, which we should. We do have submissions. The channels have been filled out a decent amount, but we get through them quite quickly, is the thing. Because I don't linger for too long. So it's like, I'll probably make like half an hour, maybe an hour out of that, and then we'll move on to the Will and E video. And I'll probably manage to make like an hour, half an hour, something like that out of that as well. So maybe a shorter stream for sure, but that's not always a bad thing, especially after we had such a long stream on Friday. I'm still worried that my ear might become a little bit tense while I'm wearing my headphones as well, so maybe it would be a good idea to have a shorter stream, especially after going for like 5 hours on Friday. But it is getting better, speaking of that. I woke up today actually able to hear. It's like, for the last few days when I wake up, like my ear is like, it's like stuck together. You know when you're when you hold your hands over your ears and you get that kind of like strange like sound like you're underwater, like the like that kind of like echoing. Like imagine being in like a tunnel that's full of water and it's got like a giraffe going through it and it's kind of like a whooshy sound. I get that. It's like that. It's like a whoosh. I guess it is. I guess it would be the heartbeat. Yeah. But yeah, so I'll wake up in the morning and my ear will be closed up and that's all I can hear out of that ear. And then I put the oil in and then it kind of opens it up and it gets some stuff out. So I think it's caused by a blockage. Like a blockage of wax and it's sticking together in the canal. And then opening it up, because I can open it by pulling on my earlobe, but obviously that's hard to do when I'm wearing headphones. But yeah, no, this morning I woke up, it stuck for like a couple seconds, and then it just opened right up, and I could hear fine. So I'm taking that as a sign that I'm sort of going in the right direction when it comes to treating it. So I'm gonna keep up with that for a little bit longer and see if I can get any more of this gunk out of it, because there has been stuff coming out of it, so that's a good sign. And then with any luck, I won't have to deal with this problem again, hopefully. Because that's the main thing. It comes around periodically. I've had this blockage for who knows how long by now, and it comes around periodically. It'll like usually summertime where it gets warmer. And things move around. The blockage starts moving around, and it starts troubling me with like I say, sticking my ear closed and giving me trouble hearing, stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully that's a good sign that it's on the mend, or at least we're getting there. But yeah, that's a situation update about that. So that's why I wasn't here yesterday as was scheduled. And then I completely forgot to make an announcement, and I like sat down and I was like, oh yeah, no, it's stream time. I should probably announce that my ear is fucked again, but that's fine. But hopefully we'll get back into the normal schedule we've had of four streams a week. We'll get back into our usual Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday kind of routine that we built up for a little while. Hopefully. I'll obviously take it easy when I need to, but it's getting there, so. Yes, as for the stream that I cancelled yesterday, the Minecraft stream, I'll just move it. I'll just do a Minecraft stream next week at some point. I've got, if we're going to be doing 4 days, and I've got a couple other things to do as well, so it should be fine. But yeah, right. As the prediction has run out, let's get started with connections. Just to do this, just to do our usual. I've been doing Wordle in a Discord server, so it feels kind of like cheating if I were to do it on stream. So I've been kind of avoiding Wordle for a little while, but that is fine. Right. What have we got here? Ooh. Let me check the hints, the hints tab, just to see the difficulty. 2.2. Okay. Well, I already have an idea right off the bat. Where was the last one I saw? Change track. Like that. There we go. Nice and easy one. Okay. Good start. Played enough Minecraft today? Oh dear. How many hours have you been playing today? Okay. Escape room, labyrinth. Bad dream. No, I doubt that. I doubt that. Oh, hold on. Let's see. So we've got neo-noir, spaghetti western. Don't know what that is, but it sounds like a movie type. 5 or 6 hours. Damn. You've clearly been busy. Are these movie types? They are, yeah. Movie subgenres, yeah. Okay. Not gonna lie, I think you might be at risk of losing those 500 points you put down against me today. This is where things get a little bit more difficult, though. I mean, something like this, it feels right. I just have to get one more, because then the last one will be free. I don't think it's gonna be Goodnight Moon. Perfectly timed jar, by the way. I love this song. I do like this song. What is this song? Yeah, that's it. It's Freezy Flake. Mario Galaxy music just slaps constantly. It's all good. They go all out when it comes to music for their 3D games, and they never miss. Mario Odyssey is another good one for its soundtrack. Yeah, I suppose if you have 1 billion points, I suppose that that makes sense that you don't really care that much about the 500. I just need to. I don't think that's gonna be right. Okay, that's right. Okay. Well, there we go. We've got another perfect run at connections. Look at that. Bro, I've been getting better at this game, I think. I think I've been improving since we started playing it. I was awful before, but I've started to figure out how it works a little more. And I've been getting better at it. We've had more success. Maybe believers will start to prosper. The outcome was yes. Very good. That's that done. Okay, so yeah, like I said, here is the this is the video that we'll be reacting to in a little bit. Yeah, there was 0 on yes. Yeah, nobody thought this would happen in the banner up top there. Literally says nobody thought this would happen. But yeah, so this will be the video that we'll be reacting to in a little bit, but I'm gonna do Discord stuff first. Yeah. Investigated the world's largest failed ghost city. Right, let me just hop into the Discord. Well, oh yeah, I see. Yeah, I see this. Yeah, you cleared out a lake, and yeah, it looks like you're planning to fill it back up, but a lot deeper. XTC deeper. Anyway. Right, let me switch my window over to. Hang on. Let me switch my window over to here. Here we are. I think that's visible. Yeah, it looks it. And yep, that's the right size, I think, as well. Very good. There is a black space down there, but I don't think I can do anything about it still. Okay, so this was where we got to last time in the memes, meme submissions. So our first submission is below. I haven't looked at any of them yet, and I don't know how many of them are approved, but I guess I'll just run through the whole lot. Might as well. So let me get rid of... Actually, no, I'll leave that and then get rid of it once we reach the end of the channel. But, oops. Right, let me just pause the music. And then we'll get into it, shall we? I don't think I'm going to need to do anything with the sound. Actually, let me... Hang on. Let me move my music into this tab just so I can grab it easily. And then I will close this, and I'll run it until I need to pause it. It's easier to do it that way, I think. Planning to use different blocks on different tabs. Hopefully it looks cool. Hopefully it turns out however you want it to. It's going to take a lot of planning, though, I would assume. Right. Looks like our first submission down here is by you. So let's see what you've entered. Bruh. Okay, we're off to a brilliant start here. We're already on a femboy meme. We are off to a fantastic start. Yes, femboy, thumbs down, femman, moai. I mean, to be fair, that's a buff dude. Credit to that guy. Want to use skulk at the bottom? Oh yeah, no, that's gonna take a lot of planning. Yeah, but yeah, hopefully it turns out the way you want it to. I mean, to be fair, he is rocking that that outfit. So I mean, fair play to him, you know, fair play. What is this? Doctors be like, go buy this. This is kind of just real though, right? I've seen so many memes like this. I guess it's just real. They just scribble on the page and just say that that's that. Go and buy this. Go and buy this item here. Like, what are you supposed to take from this? How are you supposed to act upon this is the question. Like, if you go into I mean, I assume, because I think this is how it works here now. It's done on a like a when you go to a doctor over here, they'll put all the information they need to into like a system. So when you go to a pharmacy and you present the right details, they'll have what you need. So you could show them something like this and they'll just be like, yep, know exactly what that is. There you go. But like the middle point where you're looking at the note thinking, what the hell is this supposed to say, is the best part. Yeah, so it's like the beginning, the doctor knows what they've prescribed. The ending, the pharmacists know what they need to give you. It's just that middle point where you're looking at a scribble thinking, what the fuck are they gonna give me? Yeah, so that's probably why they don't try anymore, because they put it into a system that the pharmacy can bring up. At least that's how it works here. I don't know if it's the same everywhere, because we have the NHS system, obviously. I don't know if that's if it's the same as like everywhere else, but over here they'll put it into like, you have like I guess for lack of a better word, you have an NHS profile. So it's like a file dedicated to you. So they'll know about your like medical history, they know what you need when you need it, stuff like that. So yeah, they can just write a scribble on the page and it will still work out fine. But yeah, I would assume that not everywhere has the same system. Yeah, I see. Excuse me. Don't have scribbles here, you think? Hi, Lunama, by the way. Hello. Yeah, I see. So it probably, yeah, like I say, it probably varies with where you are. But, yeah, over here we have the whole NHS system. So what they'll do is they'll put stuff on a file, and then the right people can just pull up that file and know exactly what you need. Everyone thought this capybara was blind, but revealed he was just ignoring them. I mean, that's just a based capybara. We do love a good capybara. They're like the best animal. They're so chill, but they're so goofy. It's just a giant guinea pig. I mean, you can't go wrong with a giant guinea pig, really. I like regular guinea pigs, and then you get a giant one. What have we got here? Right. Let me pause the music so we can play this. Let me full screen. Yeah, they've made this. They finally fixed the embed UI. Finally, after months of struggling with this shit, with Discord YouTube short embeds, finally they fixed the UI, so now I can actually control the volume and full screen when I need to, instead of messing around with keys and praying that it works. You can hear the moment I got worried.
Look at this.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Like,
yeah, look, it goes from funny to like, hello, are you alright?
Gambit. Despierta, pendejo.
Yeah, that is immediately.
Gambit! Wake up!
There he is, he's alive.
Wake up!
There we
dumbass,
go.
What the fuck?
My man was in deep sleep. My man was eeping. My man was dreaming about fish, bro. My man was in the dreamland. Oh, that's great. Yeah, small indie company did this. Yeah, no, it's really, my man was sleeping deep. Yeah, I'm so glad they finally, well, I don't know what I just did there, but okay. Whoops. But yeah, it's been an ongoing issue for a while, where the you would hover over the volume thing, and then you would go down here, and the hitbox for it would just be like completely different. You'd have to come like over here on the screen to play with it, and then there was no full screen button, so you'd have to double click, and then you couldn't mess with the time. So when you were full screen, this bar wouldn't appear, so you just had one shot. Yeah, the UI was completely messed up. I'm glad that they fixed it. Yeah, it's been a whole thing. Very nice for to have for reaction stuff like this. What have we got here? From Utara. Strength players don't need skill. Oh. I'm afraid I don't get it. I'm afraid I do not understand, because I think it's a game reference and I don't get it. Who approved this? Who approved this? Hundo? Hundo? He's not here right now, but I'll give him a good scolding when he gets here. Hundo approved this. It's in the rules. It's in the rules. Where is it? I know it's in the rules. Yeah, no memes or videos that rely heavily on context from games, anime, shows. Yeah, I won't get them, so I do not understand. It isn't even a reference, it's semantics. I still don't get it. I still don't understand. Anyway. Let me pause the music again. What is this? Nokia 3310's warm-up routine. Well, this is a One Piece reference, but at least I'll understand it. Well, it's just using One Piece as a joke, but yeah, is this the indestructible one? The Nokia that's that cannot be broken? Yo, boom. The thing goes. What is this remix, by the way? Hold on. Yo, boom. This remix is goofy as hell. But yeah, no, that's the Nokia that can't be broken, I do believe. Holding up an entire car is kind of crazy though, but like, yeah, that remix was goofy as shit, by the way. Sounds like something that Ting would post in the Aqua Discord. You could break it using another Nokia. That's the thing. If a Nokia cannot be broken, can another Nokia break it? That's the question. It's rock and a hard place. Two immovable forces. Yeah, it will just. I think it would just create a crack in reality. Rat made me crazy. Oh dear. Oh, it's this meme. XTC crap. Okay, well, we're moving on to the meme now after that. Thank you.
Lock me in a room, a rubber room, with rats. Rats made me crazy. I was crazy once. Rats made me crazy.
I mean, it do be like that. This is just average man activity. When you've got nothing to do and there's a whole group of you, you just sit in a container and talk about the rat meme. See, let's see. This was legendary. Brilliant. Well, it wasn't approved, so get Reg Noob XDX 07. Yep. Local police bust a nut. I feel like this constitutes an XDC. Go ahead. Give me an XDC. Give me an XDC for this one. Go on. You probably sent this just so you could tee up an XDC. I know it's coming. Well, they do too. Anyway. Un-XDX, well damn. There it is. There you go. I was waiting. Local police bust a nut. They didn't... Did they not think... Did they not think about these things before they write them? Like, surely somebody wrote this down. Like, someone in their graphics department or their editing department or whatever, however they do it on the news. Somebody wrote this, and they were like, yeah, that's good. That'll do. That's my job done. Yeah, maybe they knew. Maybe they were aware. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's why this didn't get approved, because it wasn't working. Why do you think the floor is white? Well, okay. That's quite a lot. That's the whole road. I don't want to think about that too much more. Got a tattoo of my dad on my... Okay. Okay, now. Hold on now. Hang on now. Settle down. Settle down. Bro. I mean, it's the classic joke, though. Okay, we have a Phoenix SC video. We have a Phoenix SC short posted into the memes, which is, honestly, that is a wild pull, but I'll take it. I watch Phoenix SC because I'm subscribed to his channel on YouTube, so I watch this stuff, but I don't think I've seen this one, so you're lucky. Sleeping and sitting at the same time is weird. Okay.
The strangest thing happens when you...
Isn't this the, they've added these cushions in a new, or they're adding them in a new update. There's like they're doing snapshots at the moment, I think.
The strangest thing happens when you try to sleep in a bed while you're sitting on a cushion. I don't think Minecraft knows how to handle the situation yet. Watch this. I have another account online, and with it, I'm going to sit on the cushion right here. And at the same time, without dismounting, I'm going to try to sleep. I'm going to set it to nighttime, and so now I'm going to right-click the bed to sleep. Oh. Notice, I'm not on the bed. I'm in fact sleeping on the floor, on the cushion. That's not all, though. Even though the bed appears to be empty right here, it's actually now occupied by me, but the cushion is not. And so with my other account, I'm going to right-click the cushion.
Bro, I mean every man's dream, right?
Actually now occupied by me, but the cushion is not. And so with my other account,
I mean, considering what we were discussing in the Discord earlier, I feel like this is pretty topical, huh?
And lol.
I feel like that's topical for what we were discussing earlier in the Discord. Moving on. If you want in on that joke, feel free to join the Discord. Anyway, moving on. What have we got here? This one doesn't have a caption. It's a... I saw like a second, and I already know what's happening. Man's out here trying to get Twitch to ban me for this shit, bro. I think the worst part is that it has no sound. Oh, he finished. Must have been a very aggressive finish, huh? Where do you find these things? I gotta know, like, is your search history just that cooked? Like your recommended is that destroyed? Hey Hundo. Perfect timing, Hundo. I was just complaining. Anyway, I was just complaining. There was a video up here that I didn't understand that you approved. But we won't dwell on it. How about that? We won't dwell on it. Yay, Hundo. Can we get a yay, Hundo? Also, don't forget your stamps if you haven't got them yet. No, let's dwell. Okay, well, I didn't understand the joke because I think it was I have woken and chosen violence today. Let's definitely not dwell then. Let's move on to the next meme, shall we? Let's not dwell. In fact, let's avoid dwelling. No. Let's move on to Kibia's meme submission. Our last meme submission here. Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that? Ham? Well, why don't we do that? Notice me, Senpai. I just gave you a voice clip. For God's sake. I just gave you an easy voice clip and I didn't even think about it. My brain didn't even process that I shouldn't say that aloud. Notice me, Senpai. Okay, anyway. You need to dwell so you can correct it or not moving forwards. Okay, well, I don't think it was actually an Elden Ring meme. It's just a bad meme that I didn't get, I think. Sorry, Tara. But, I didn't understand it at all. Hi, Neptune. Welcome back. Yeah, this one. I just kind of didn't get it. I did not understand. Let me play it again for you, because it's literally just this with the Giga Chad meme. It's just that. And I didn't get it or I did get it, and I just unfortunately did not find it funny. This does happen, you see. Sometimes my whimsy it fails me. You do nothing and prosper. I see. First time was so nice, we just had to watch it twice. Okay. Bruh. But yeah, no, I either didn't get it or I just my whimsy is failing me. Anyway, let's move on to the VTuber clip submissions. Let's see if I am in the right place. Yes, oh, hang on. Let me pin this just so we don't lose where we got to. Feel free to send more, by the way. Feel free to absolutely flood this channel. I do prefer video submissions. I would like to I will say that. I prefer video submissions just because they take me a little longer to get through. Like, I don't mind image submissions, but the trouble is I look at them, I make a comment, and then I move on to the next. I kind of just blast through them. So, in the future, yes, I do have a preference for video submissions, but I'm not saying that I'm not happy with image submissions. It's still fine. But yeah, if it was also like I was saying before, I made an announcement about it a little while ago, and obviously it's not the most ideal situation, but I don't mind if you guys like scroll through like other people's like servers like Discord submission stuff and just like repost them in here, just to fill out the channel so I can get a decent segment out of them. If it comes to it. That's only if it comes to it. Like I say, it's not an ideal situation, and I would prefer to not do that. But there's nothing to stop you from reposting memes that you find submitted in other people's Discord servers. Like, there's nothing to stop you doing that. It's not against the rules, and I've just briefly lost hearing in my left ear. Hold on, let me sort that. It's just ringing. There's no, it hasn't stuck together. It hasn't stuck closed, so don't worry. It's nothing serious. It's just my ear started ringing for a second there, and I just lost it. All right, we're back. We are back in the room. Yeah, like I say, it's not an ideal thing. It's like I'd prefer not to do that. But at the same time, it's like, is there really anything that bad about just reposting like memes that you find? I mean, that's kind of already what we're doing here. You find memes on the internet and you repost them in here. There's nothing really to stop you from like cruising through somebody else's Discord server and finding memes in there and reposting them in here. Because most of the time, I don't watch the stuff. Like, you can see that I'm in a bunch of other servers here. I just don't watch. I don't look in their meme submission channels, right? So if you go through any of the servers that you're in that I happen to share with you, and you find a meme that you think is funny and you think that I will find funny, just repost it, because I chances are I wouldn't have seen it. So you're welcome to do that. There's nothing against doing that. Lumen over here being social, gross. Who says that I'm active in any of these Discord servers? I never said that. I just said that I belong to these servers. I never said I was active in any of them. But yeah, like I say, it's like I say, feel free if you're like cruising through Aqua's server, for example. I know that Aqua does a lot of like meme submission stuff, and I know that there are two meme channels. There's a regular meme channel and then a submission channel. And like I say, I usually don't catch that stuff, so I wouldn't have seen anything that you might find in there. And if you think I'm gonna find it funny, but yeah, like I say, it's not the most ideal thing, and I would prefer to not do that. But at the same time, this whole thing is just kind of in the vein of reposting memes for me to see. Like you're finding them off of the internet in various places and posting them in here so that I can react to them. So it's kind of like the same thing anyway. Obviously, don't repost like every meme that you find in somebody else's like Discord server, just like the ones that you like think that I will find funny. I'm not asking you to like religiously go and copy every meme that is sent into other people's submission channels or anything like that. It's just like if you find yourself scrolling through them and you think, oh, I think Lumen would find that funny, feel free to send it over and I will get to it at some point. Because we don't visit this channel very often because I'm trying to let it build up and it just kind of goes unused for a little while. Same with this one, but it's like it's not as bad because VTuber clips are usually video submissions. I can get a little bit more of a reaction out of them. But shall we get started with VTuber clips? I'm already concerned. By the way, I'm already kind of concerned about the first one that we've got here. I feel like we're about to panic a little bit here. First one for the VTuber clips as well. So Kibia, you know what you're doing. You know what you're up to. Right. Shiori drops a sound that silenced everyone. Oh dear. You're commenting on it too. Right. Shiori drops a sound that silenced everyone. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. I mean,
like anything.
Excuse me. I can kind of already get. Is there a quality? There is. Let's up the quality. I don't need it that high. Let's go 720 just in case my Wi-Fi decides to give out.
Give me a cartoon of like anything.
I don't think that changed anything, I'm not gonna lie.
And I'll see if I recognize it. Cartoon of anything?
Oh dear.
Anime. I don't really know any. I don't know that one.
What? Why? But why? Why did she? Why? But what prompt? Why? Huh? What prompted that? What prompted it? It just came out of nowhere.
I don't know that one.
That is diabolical, dude. Yeah, no, it's my brain. There was no cause. There was no reason. It just happened. I see the reaction there, Hundo. Yeah, there was no prompt. There was no reason. It just happened. Did I not? I did. Okay, I was wondering. Did I not pin the rules in this channel? But I did. Prompt was hot. Okay. Each to their own, I suppose. Don't look in the mature couch, by the way. You don't need to look in there. Anyway, next one. We have a Chibi Doki Mudeng clip here, which should be very interesting. Oh, is it cake? Is it the cake thing where people are making like stupidly realistic cakes? Is that what's going on here? It is, yeah. Bro, I wish I had the pipes to make us to like scream that loud, but it would actually destroy my voice. Like, unironically, it would completely destroy my vocal cords to reach a volume half of what Chibi Doki does. Oh god, we've got another one here. Another Mudeng clip by the looks of it as well. Shut up, I want Mudeng.
Hi guys, this is the Bangkok.
Bro. Bro, it's like I say, I don't think I could reach that level of volume. Oh no, we've got a Kumi clip as well. Kibio just likes hand-picking the most sus clips that he can find. I think. What is going to happen here? Oh no. Oh no. Is this gonna be another XDC moment? Alright, let's get into it. Kumi's hiccup burp combo is interesting. Yeah, no, that... Don't like the sound of this.
I feel it deep within.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
Huh? What? Yeah, no, that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling the huh. That was...
I'm sorry.
Okay, perfectly timed, yay. What?
And then burp and then moan when I'm scared, okay? And that's fine, okay?
The church in the M couch? Bro, it's not that bad. It's not that terrible. It's not that terrible. Come on now. Based bot. Yeah, no, that was a perfectly timed yippee. But no, yeah, no, that's a sound. That's a sound, alright. Oh god, there's another one. How bad her new PFP looked? Wow, that is hard to say. PFP. I thought I said the wrong letters, and then no, it's actually correct. The PFP one had me laughing. Oh dear. Okay, this is gonna be interesting.
I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna set this as my profile picture in the server so I can see what it looks like, right? Right, guys? She's licking!
Bro.
She's licking!
Oh no, that's horrible.
God damn it!
That is
This is so she's licking the goddamn
terrible.
feet!
That's just a terrible, terrible coincidence.
How perfect it lines up.
That is, yeah, no, that is. This is why I'm never using Discord profile customization, because it's gonna be freaky. I'm never letting you guys choose my profile pictures. It's never gonna happen. Never. Maybe one day. Maybe I'll add it to the wheel. Maybe for an exceptional amount of. I'm kidding. Anyway, I do have a Twitter profile, so there's a lot of options there. Okay, no, that's a little excessive. That's a little excessive. That's well, 100 is way too much, and then 50 is also. Hold on, 100 subs if you. Why do you do this to me? No, save your money. Save your money. Be responsible with your money. No? Thank you for the 1 bit, Tara. Thank you for the 1 bit. How about now, XDX? No. The iRobot meme, the no. Bro, either I use it for this or I buy my fiance something and I'd rather get something useful out of it. She's going to hurt you later for that, you know that, right? If she's not already watching this, she's going to hurt you later for that. That's kind of funny though. Anyway, moving on. Back to the VTuber clips. How about that? How about that? How about we go back to the VTuber clips? We have a Smugglana clip here. Worst therapist ever. Oh dear. Oh, this is the I've seen the video she's reacting to. It's the guy that like doesn't care like when he says like mean shit and then it turns out that he's actually helping.
You're a horrible therapist, Dr. Blaine.
Yeah, this one, yeah.
Make your mom jokes.
That's a good therapist.
Really? Name one other thing you've done.
Your mom?
Why do I have to go to therapy?
I've seen.
That's what your mom wants.
I guarantee you she would not want me going if she knew what kind of jokes my therapist was making.
Listen, she makes me go to therapy too. I didn't like it at first.
I have seen this.
Said if you quit, she's gonna quit sending you money.
The whole Dr. Blaine thing.
I did not expect you to come back today.
I'm only here because my mom.
Or it might be different. I mean, I've seen a video of this Dr. Blaine character, but maybe I've seen a different one because this one seems different.
She made me do the same thing last night.
What was that? Hold on, I missed it.
I did not expect you to come back today.
I'm only here because my mom made me come.
She made me do the same thing last night.
Based. Anyway. I'm sorry, what did I miss? I love being shot in airsoft and paintball. Back, neck, front, all of it. Okay, you're freaky for that. Oh, well, would you look at that? We've got another Smugglana clip. Moving swiftly forward. I don't know if I can read that title aloud. I might not be able to read that title aloud. I'm not gonna lie. I think I will straight up. I think I would get a an involuntary vacation if I read that title aloud. But you can read it. There it is. That's a title. That's certainly a title. Oh god, I'm kind of afraid of this clip, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, just say 1930 to 1940 Germany. Yeah, no, that's yeah, no, that's an accurate descriptor. It was that time period. Okay, oh god, okay. Time to make an Alana cult in my Discord. I don't know if does that technically that breaks one of the rules. I think that might technically break one of the rules, but do it in your own Discord. I think that technically constitutes a rule break. Just that's kind of me working against you there. How do you start a cult about somebody without discussing them? How does Nope, that's made my brain hurt. I think we're gonna move on to the meme.
During World War II, standard Waffen SS officers' enlisted recruit height requirements typically ranged 5'7" to 5'10". Okay.
Noted.
Stricter minimums apply to elite units such as 5'10" for Hitler's personal bodyguard, the Leibstandarte. But these physical standards were significantly relaxed as manpower shortages worsened later in the war. Sarah says, "I'm 5'4". If he's not at least 6 foot, he's not a real man. Women today have stricter eugenic requirements than the elite units of Hitler.
That is
I mean,
yeah. Harry Potter example, he should not be named. Yeah, but they had to give us Voldemort's name before we understood. Like, there's like context to it, right? You understand that Voldemort is a serious threat, and then the idea is that this is Voldemort. We don't say his name, right? It's kind of different. You can't really get around that when you have Now you're getting into the XTC clips. Oh god, it's an Ares clip. I used to watch Ares and Siri shorts. I know what these two are like. I know their antics. I'm familiar with their game, and it frightens me the fact that you've sent even one of their clips into here. I would encourage you to send more. But it does frighten me. Okay, right. Let's alright, let's jump into this. I'm expecting XTC or something freaky.
What Pokemon would you be?
From this pair.
I feel like Eevee would like to cuddle, and then once we evolve our relationship, I could be a Vaporeon because that would make me breedable.
What? What?
I'm just gonna let that one stew for a second. Let's... Some people, man. Some people. The Pokemon community is wild, by the way. Let's just... Yeah, you can't see it, but I'm like, I facepalmed. As soon as I heard that, I couldn't stop myself. It was like an automatic response. My face just went into my hand in sheer disappointment as soon as I heard that. But
what Pokemon
let's press on. Let's just power through it. Let's power through it.
And then once we evolve our relationship, I could be a Vaporeon because that would make me breedable.
What?
Or yeah, no, that's
no.
valid reaction.
No.
Valid reaction to that.
First of all, furry. Second of all, no!
What?
You should call your mom right now and tell her that you want to be a Vaporeon and see what her reaction is.
Oh,
all right,
God.
Let me call her phone.
Is she in the loop?
Hello? Yes. Okay, Aries wanted me to call you so I could tell you that if I were to be a Pokemon, I would be a Eevee.
Oh, God.
Yeah, do you think that's right?
Yeah, definitely an Eevee.
What do you think about me evolving for Aries to be a Vaporeon?
Well, you'd have to breed somehow.
Well... Okay, I didn't see it coming. I didn't expect it, but I can't deny it. That's kind of based. I'm not gonna lie. I can't deny it. That's kind of based of her. Let's...
Do you think about me evolving for Aries to be a Vaporeon?
Well, you'd have to breed somehow.
She wants grandkids.
No!
Yeah, no. Well, there it is, Hundo. Perfect timing from Hundo there. Yeah, she just wants grandkids no matter the cost. That is something, alright. I see that this channel is lit up, and I'm afraid. I'm gonna blank this. I'm gonna change what we're looking at in the Saw it on a iFunny the other day. Ah, I see. You cheated. You got ahead of us. Let me just really quickly change the window of my OBS before I look into your couch and see what you guys are doing. Base Tara, I see. Very good, very good. Yeah, this is our next part of the React segment here. We're only an hour into this stream. I think it's gonna be a short stream, I'm not gonna lie. Oopsie. But that's fine. Now you'll do something else in it? Oh god, hold on. Let me look in here. I'm afraid. I won't be able to do anything with it on stream, but I will check it. And I am afraid. But yes, going back to... Yes, this will be our next React segment. This video is like 20 minutes long. Maybe we'll grab a couple. Maybe we'll do a couple. What else is Will and E been up to? Yeah, so I said a little while ago, I've been following Will and E's channel for a long time, like I don't know, the last, I mean since he pivoted, like before he pivoted, because he used to make a lot of videos discussing what were they called? BG Media, something like that? Blackpool Grind Media? Like, he used to make videos like that, and most of the time he would make fun of the kids that would post videos on there, which, I mean, absolutely warranted, just to put that out there. But, obviously the standards of YouTube changed, and it kind of went from, like, you know, you were able to make those kind of videos, and then people decided that he was bullying kids on the internet, which, I mean, yes, he was bullying kids on the internet, but it was funny. But yeah, so he pivoted content to stuff like this. And to be fair, it's actually quite interesting to watch some of this stuff. Like, I can't deny that some of these videos are pretty interesting to watch. And this one popped up in my feed, in my homepage feed on my personal account because I follow his channel. And it caught my attention, and I was thinking, well, why not just react to it on stream? Why not? Why would I watch it in my own time when I can just save it and do it for a react segment? So we're gonna be doing this. I'm gonna let the ads run through first because we've got an ad break in a minute. Literally, ad break is coming in 1 minute, and then after 3 minutes we'll be done with that. I could run it early. I don't know if that's how that works. No, I'll just let it run through. So I'll wait a minute for the ads to run through. Then we'll wait 3 minutes for the ads to actually like finish, and then we'll get into the react segment here. We can just bop to the music for a minute. I'm kind of afraid of what Hundo's planning to do in Mature Couch, because he's been at it for like a couple minutes. Like a few minutes. Man is plotting something, and I don't like it. I don't like the suspense. What is he up to? I have no idea if Hundo is at home or at work today, so that will depend on what we get here for the for him messing with the Mature Couch. Waiting. Let me give you a waiting. Yeah, you got okay. So you are at home and you got flushies. I mean, kind of warranted. Considering. I mean, I never did actually give you an answer on the profile picture thing, but be responsible with your money, please. There's the ads. Right, so we'll wait out these ads for 3 minutes, and then we'll get onto the react segment. Gun the ads. Gun the ads indeed. Let's, I'm gonna give you an interrupt. Let me give you an interrupt. Let's see what happens. Waiting. Okay. I don't think it worked. Spectacular. I don't think it worked. Okay. Let me turn the music back on and sort this out. We're doing a bit of troubleshooting live. Here we go. Twitch channel points. I scanned myself, but it runs on cooldown, so it is active. Don't know why it didn't work. The command is active, so it should have. Let me give you guys a test then. Let me test it. Let me cuz I was going to do it just for fun, and then it didn't work. So let me test. Frog. No worries, Hundo. Enjoy your tea. Yeah, we're just waiting out the ads here for a minute and a half, and then we will get into the react segment. Frog warp. There's a frog. Yeah, but now there's a cooldown. Frog. Is the issue? Oh, frog. Why was that? Why did that sound so strange? Hold on.
Frog.
Why does the voice go? Why does the voice go like that when it says frog? That's very bizarre. Does it change if you don't capitalize?
Frog.
No, that's weird. Why is it doing it like that? Yeah, no, it's turned frog into like a 2-syllable word. Hold on, let me type that now.
Frog.
Yeah, I don't know why it's saying it like that. It's throwing an A in there for some reason. I was glad to see that it's not saying things that get auto-modded anymore. That was an issue I had before. Hold on, I gotta type this out now. That's egg. A
frog.
A frog. A frog. Bro, we just put an accent on it. That's all we did. That's all that happened, is just that we put an accent on it. Partially found out how to do the TTS goober thingy. Ooh. If you have some advice on that, feel free to give us an explanation on the in the Discord. I'm pretty sure you're in the Discord, aren't you? Let me check the members list. Yeah, I think you are. Yeah, where are you? Oh, I can't see because streamer mode is on, but I'm pretty sure you're in here. Feel free to hop into the server and give us like a rundown of the stuff that you figure out. Where's the best place to put it is the question. I suppose it could go in general. Should be fine in there. I don't see why not. In the cafe couch. Yeah, feel free to, like, when you figure it out, feel free to pop sort of an explanation of what you figure out in there. If you don't mind sharing, because it might be useful to look into, just to spice up the streams a little bit. I'll have to come up with like a design for like a goober, but yeah, if you can figure it out, feel free to let us know. It would be most helpful and very appreciated. But enjoy your dinner in the meantime. Right, the ads are done, so I say we get into the video here. I'm gonna pause the music. I'm going to change my volume in my volume mixer. Yeah, no, I'm the kind of person who would be kind of like indecisive. I have a design in my head. It's just a case of drawing it because I'm still just not very good at like drawing stuff yet. And it really does it tanks my motivation a little bit. I've been trying like every so often, and it's just it's not helping. But I'll get there eventually. Maybe, probably not, but that's fine. But yeah, I'd have to like pick out like a little dude to put on it if I can get it working. But anyway, yeah, let's get into the reaction we have here. I have this video pulled up, like I said, because it caught my attention, and I just figured instead of like watching it in my own time, why not just watch it on stream and react to it, because it seems like a cool concept. A large failed ghost city. Well, like I'm assuming I caught like a minute of the video, and from what I understand, they're exploring like an empty city. I think it's like surprisingly well maintained for like a city that nobody lives in, but they're like exploring an empty city, and the premise seemed really interesting to me, so I wanted to watch like the rest of the video on stream. And then if we don't kill very much time, if we still have a bunch of time left, I could do another one. That is a very strange preview. Anyway, but yeah, you see these videos get like millions of views for each one, and I can see why. Because like they have like a low frequency, but like there's a lot of effort put into them, because obviously the dude is traveling to these places. Like he's going to these places and exploring them for a video and doing all of that and explaining a little bit about them. So it looks interesting. So I'm hoping to be intrigued, to be captivated, to be perhaps entertained by this video we have here. And I need to get better at providing better commentary, because my my reactions are typically whoa and wow, that's cool. So this will be nice practice, I suppose. But let's get into it here, shall we?
This is the most
let me up the volume.
Bizarre city on the planet.
I mean, that's a good intro.
$100 billion to build.
Jesus.
And was designed to house 1 million
Hold
people.
on. Let me. 100 billion to build this city is insane. We're getting just getting smacked in the face with a massive number right off the bat here. Like, this video has barely started. Did I loop? Did I? No, I didn't. I thought I clicked the loop by accident. Yeah, literally, we're 6 seconds in and we're getting hit by a massive number right off the bat.
$100 billion to build and was designed to house 1 million people.
1 million, okay.
Currently, it houses just 2. Well, actually, and the camera crew.
Okay, so they're the only people in this city, is what I'm gathering. Like, there's no one else here. That's gotta be cool, right? Like, imagine having a whole city just to yourself to just, like, explore. Like, how cool would that be?
Where are we? That, my friends, would be Forest City, Malaysia.
Forest
City in Malaysia. $100 billion luxury project that has tanked.
And when it was built,
it clearly generated a lot of noise. Oh, they built like a landmass like on the sea. They've extended the island here. Interesting. I assume they did this with like some kind of foundation, maybe like concrete. I don't really know how this stuff works, but like, how do you build like an additional landmass on a on the water? I guess you just make it with some kind of like powder foundation that hardens when it's in the water. I don't know.
Built development promised that it would be a dream paradise for all mankind.
But 8 years on,
Bro, the 3D render is kind of sending me, because it's like it looks like a bad video game.
It would be a dream.
It looks like a poorly made like PS3, like PS2 kind of video game. Like, this looks like it would be like a GTA game on the PS2, something like that. It's like the low quality of the 3D render.
Paradise for all mankind.
But 8 years on, and the complex is virtually empty.
So what happened?
Bro, it's so
Why did nobody
interesting.
ever move here, and how did it all go so badly wrong?
All right, my friends. Now, believe it or not, we're actually here all the way in.
I assume that we are going to learn a little bit more about the city as they're exploring it.
Asia for a bit of
Hopefully, because I'm very intrigued.
He has no clue, but flashback to a bit of an argument we had in the office 2 weeks ago.
Oh dear.
You'll stay in London long term, Anna?
No, I don't think so. I think London's too busy. I think if we could just get everyone and just get rid of them.
Yeah.
And it's just me here by
Yeah,
myself.
I've never been to London myself, but I hear that it's scary.
Oh, that's what. Yeah.
Oh, it's great, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, no one's here.
Fully stand
Welcome
by
back,
that.
Tara.
Okay.
We've started on our reaction here to this city. So far, we've learned that it cost $1 billion to build, and it was planned to house 1 million people, or 100 billion rather. It cost $100 billion to build. It was planned to house 1 million people, and it's completely deserted.
Spend the next 100 hours testing this man's stupid theory and investigating 5 main factors to see if life really would be better living in a city with nobody else. Starting with the housing.
I mean, if you're in a completely empty city, it's just like you have a pic of like look at all of these buildings. These are all apartment buildings, right? There's a house here. It looks like maybe there are a couple more scattered through the fields here, but generally it looks like there's just like one house that's just been slapped in the middle of a field for no reason. But look at all of these buildings, and I'm assuming there's more out of frame here as well.
Where is it?
Right? So these are all apartment buildings. So if you're in this city completely by yourself, you have just a pic of every place that you could go to.
How bad is it?
Like, look at this. Like, this looks like some kind of like, this looks like something you would expect to see in like a movie that's like time travel, like going to the future, like future utopia, what have you, that kind of thing. That's what it looks like. That's the vibe it's giving me. It's also kind of giving me Backrooms vibes at the same time, like a massive empty city. It feels a little liminal because you would expect a city like this to be busy, and it's just completely fucking empty.
Enjoy up to 6 months free rent.
Like, that's where the liminality is coming from. Like, the having a city that is supposed to be like completely filled, and it just isn't. Like, like knowing that it was built for 1 million people. Like, knowing that number, like, having that number in your mind, having 1 million people in your mind, and then, like, seeing nobody, it's eerie. Yeah, it's eerie, dude. Enjoy up to 6 months rent. Damn.
6 months?
6 months.
If nobody lives here, why is it so well kept?
That's the question, man. That's the question that I've been wondering as well. I haven't got a chance to bring it up yet, but looking at the city, it's nobody is here, but it's like strangely clean. Like, you see there's like flower arrangements in the buildings. It's not like overgrown. None of these flowers have died, which is what you would expect considering they're hung up on buildings like that. There is a chance that they're not real, obviously. But even still, like, these flowers are like arranged. There's like, and they're on all the buildings. And then you can, yeah, just looking at it from above, you can see the, there's a bunch of trees, there's foliage all over the place. It's not like overgrown. Like the grass and the trees, they haven't grown into the roads. All of the roads are clean. They're practically spotless. There's grass patches on the buildings which appear to be like... I mean, I'm curious when the city was built. I don't know if they say in the description. They don't know. Let's see. When? Let's have a look. Let's look it up. When was Forest City built? Let's see. Construction began in 2016. And it was... I mean, it seems like they've constructed most of it and they plan to finish it. The original projected completion target date for the entire multi-island smart city was 2035. It's currently 26, right? Like, we're currently in 2026. This video was posted 4 days ago, so they've been here recently. They've probably been here this year, right? I mean, that's what, like 10 years? I feel like 10 years would be enough time for at least like some of this stuff to overgrow the roads a little bit, right? Because there's a pathway that I walk down when I'm planning to go to a specific area. There's a pathway I walk down, and it takes a matter of months for the bushes to grow over the path. Like, it doesn't take that long for like bushes to grow over a path, enough that it's like you have to go around them. But like, not even that is happening. Like, this is pristine. This is pristinely kept. Like, it's barely overhanging. It hasn't grown over any of the roads. And like I say, all of this grass here, like, all of this grass here is, like, it hasn't grown or anything. Like, yeah, there's a few cars lined around here, but it's like, do they belong to anybody, or have they just been left here? Because that's also possible, right? In like an abandoned city like this, it's entirely possible that a bunch of cars have just been abandoned here, and they were just left there forever, and they're just, because that happens. But I mean, like, the water is spotless. And I mean, looking at the amount of cars that are here, like, yes, it's a lot. It looks like it creates the illusion that there are a lot of people here. But I don't think that this is enough people to be cleaning this place. Like, this place is massive. Look at, like, the amount of apartments that each have a flower arrangement, the grass on top of every building, all of this, like, shrubbery and greenery.
Why is it so well kept?
Are they all fully built?
Like this. Like, this looks a little bit more like the leaves kind of like growing around the buildings a little bit here. Like, this looks a little bit more like let go, so to speak, but it's still surprisingly clean.
Like, they're not under construction.
And again, here you can kind of see how like the flower arrangements have kind of like grown into the buildings a little bit. So it's been happening, it just hasn't, like, here you can see all this moss, right? Like, this moss is clearly overgrown. Like, it wasn't, I don't think it was designed like this. But
okay.
I don't know, it's just like who is here cleaning this place up if nobody lives here?
No, yeah, this is all completely built.
And what's the big black building?
The big scary one?
Yeah, what's that one?
That's where we're staying.
Gotta love it. But yeah, it's like nobody, oh, hello, hang on. There we go. There's a better view of it. So that looks a little bit more like overgrown with greenery, right? That looks a little bit more excessively mossy, which makes sense. But yeah, I don't understand how it like, you would imagine that it would be worse than this if nobody is here. So
now, my friends, because so little,
it's just that question of like, who is out here cleaning this place if nobody lives here and nobody wants to live here?
People live here. There wasn't even anyone around to check us into the hotel.
Are we allowed to? Oh no. Yeah, no, this one.
Okay, so the code is number 329.
Bro.
What can you do?
The place is powered.
Lots of pictures in here, but not many pictures of people.
Oh yeah.
I assume we'll get to the subject of whether there is actually nobody here or
We're
not.
on the 39th floor.
39th floor.
Then, keys in hand, it became apparent we might just be the only people in this entire building.
Hello?
Yeah, it's just empty, man. This is it would be so like I'd love to like go to a place like this, like an abandoned place, and just like explore, but I wouldn't want to do it by myself because it would be kind of spooky, and then you would get kind of like paranoid.
No way.
I'd be paranoid that I'm gonna like run into like an SCP or something. Something like that. I would be paranoid that there would like a fucking SCP would just drop out of the sky on me at some point.
Should we play hide and seek?
10, 9.
Oh, no, I hate that.
7. But not you lot, you knobheads. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, but no, like.
No.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, hide and seek. This would be a brilliant hide and seek location, by the way. It would take all day to find anybody, but like, it would be so much fun. You'd have to set up a few rules of like, in this particular building or in this particular area. Like maybe you'd have to set up like a boundary of where you can't like leave if you were playing a game of hide and seek. So much fun though. It would be so much fun. Or maybe maybe you should set up like a give everybody like a timed like sound thing. So it makes sounds periodically, so you can find them easier.
What actually living here was like. So we left the hotel to see what kind of accommodation Forest City had on offer.
Hello.
Oh, there are people here. Okay.
Hiya.
Oh.
We can't go for a walk?
Cannot.
No.
Interesting.
Not just a walk or anything?
Yeah, no,
Now this was all very strange. Why would a city with no people in it be so heavily guarded? And what on earth were they hiding?
Okay, so it has security, so people are obviously here, like, upkeeping the place.
We're not allowed in.
You can't go in?
Can't go in.
There's got to be a bush you can sneak through, surely.
As it turns out, there was.
Okay, we're just sneaking in.
Oh my god. Oh, that's crazy.
All right, my friends, so these are called the Pearl Villas. We're walking through a neighborhood of about 300 homes.
Dude, look at that. Yeah, it has security, so yeah, it must be, there must be cleaning, like, there must be some kind of upkeep going on. But you gotta wonder, like, why would they care? Because if nobody's living here, why would they care? Unless they're the ones living here, but in that case, it just seems like a lot of trouble to live in a place that's empty.
At the minute, we've not seen a single person, and these are like mega fancy homes. Some of them are like 10,000 square foot. You're talking like 8 bedrooms, like 7 bathrooms. If you bought them when they were
it's something that a lot of people don't really think about. Like that, a lot of people will say, "Oh yeah, I'd love to live in like an area that is just like completely isolated and it's just me." But they don't really. One thing that people don't consider is you have to clean it yourself. No one else is around. There's no one else to clean it or upkeep it or what have you. So it's like it really brings up the question of like, why do they care? Even if they're the ones living here, why do they care enough to like keep the whole place clean? It doesn't seem worth it.
Built in 2016, they were selling them for over $1 million, and apparently 10% of them sold.
Oh, interesting.
Hello? I think there's not even like there's no.
So there are people out there who own these buildings.
There's no furniture.
Do they get post? Looks empty. Doorbell? Should I try the doorbell? Never show that to anyone.
No, despite being a little bit run down.
Is there mold? Some of the hello, that one's open. You can see a bunch of the greenery has made its way inside the building, but I mean, if it's not damp, if it's well sealed up and it's not like damp, there's no like leakages or anything like that, it probably wouldn't suffer with mold. You would be quite surprised. I mean, this is in Malaysia as well, which I believe is Africa, which makes me think that maybe they don't get a great deal of rain. don't really know what the climate and the weather situation is like in this kind of in this part of the world, but I mean, it seems pretty sunny, and there's a lot of like greenery like growing, so it must be like a nice mix of like they get a lot of sun and maybe they get rain spells here and there to keep the plants alive and growing. But in terms of like leakages and like damp stuff like that, like if it gets cold maybe, but it probably doesn't that regularly. Like this one is open. You can probably guarantee that there's like mold or at the very least some kind of like insect infestation in this one because it's been left wide open. But if they were like sealed up and they're closed, I don't think there would actually be a great deal of mold in them. I think they would be surprisingly clean. Dusty for sure, but clean.
Places. This looked like a nice area.
Hang on, there's a neighborhood.
Yeah, I gotta hate it when like it happens to me when I go to buy sandwiches. I go to this shop I like to buy their sandwiches, and they just never have the one I like. I like a boring sandwich, okay? I am a man who likes a boring sandwich. I like just a buttered ham and cheese sandwich. I'll take it without cheese. Hi, Megaman. Yeah, I'll take it without cheese, as long as it's buttered and as long as it's got something. Hell, I'll take it without ham. I'll take just a buttered sandwich. I used to actually eat sandwiches that were just buttered bread put together, because I'm that boring. Like I'm a boring sandwich kind of guy. So when I go into the shops and they have you know, they'll have like ham and cheese with like malted bread. I don't like malted bread. It's horrible. Or they'll give me like barbecue or something like that. Like sometimes I just want to go to a shop and buy a nicely packaged sandwich because I can't make a sandwich that good. Something about shop sandwiches, it just hits different. Something about them, it's just like the bread is like perfectly soft. It's been nice and well packaged. It's been nice and well kept. It's been refrigerated. It's just good. It just hits the right way. But I'm a man of boring taste. I got a bit adventurous recently. I had a sub with with some kind of mustard in it, so I got a bit adventurous there. But yeah, no, I'm a boring sandwich kind of guy. So when they don't have boring sandwiches on the shelves, I get a little bit disappointed. But I know the experience. But yes, hi Megaman, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. We're as you can see, we're reacting to a Will and E video where he and his friend explore a ghost city. Now it is populated. We've discovered it has security, but it doesn't appear to have residents.
Even like it feels like no one's here now. It feels like no one's been here in years.
But something was starting to feel off.
Hiya, mate. No? No room. And someone live here?
No man.
No humans.
Oh, this is somebody who cleans, right? You can so this is somebody who clearly works on upkeep.
No men. Okay, no men.
No men.
All right, thanks, man. Have a nice day.
Is that just like a language barrier, or are we saying
no room?
Oh, no room.
No. No room. And someone live here?
No man.
No humans.
No men.
See, that's there. He made it. The TikTok shirt, by the way. But he made a very clear distinction there, so I can't really tell if it's a language barrier thing. Because Will asked no humans, and then the worker responded. The worker doubled down and said no men.
Humans.
No men.
No men. See the way he says that. That feels specific. It might just be a language barrier thing, but that feels kind of specific.
No men.
No humans.
No men.
No men. Okay, no men.
No men.
All right, thanks, man. Have a nice day. He's cleaning a house. Like he's sweeping a house. There's nothing in. There's no one's in there.
Yeah, it's like,
who does he work for?
Then, after that strange interaction, we realised that another worker of Forest City seemed to be following our camera team.
Okay, so we are being followed by one of the workers, which is a bit weird because he didn't even look like security. Like he didn't look like he was there to enforce anything. I think he was just maintaining the buildings, but they are keeping a close eye. Definitely following us, bro.
Really weird.
Open.
Hello?
Oh, there's a guy coming. Let's go.
Things through there?
Let's walk relatively fast.
Yeah, can you get through here? That's someone's driveway. Shh.
I mean, granted, they weren't supposed to be allowed in this area, but like, it seems weird that they're guarding it like so extensively.
Now, at this point, we realised that if we were going to get a proper understanding of what the housing is actually like in Forest City, we'd have to do...
And, like, what are they even guarding? There's nothing to guard, because there are no people. There's nobody living here. They're just guarding and cleaning for no reason. And again, it's like I said, it's like maybe they live here, but again, it just the upkeep of it just doesn't seem worth it. And I mean, there's a bunch of other questions as well, because you'd still have to get like food imports, you'd still have to get all of that kind of thing. Like, yeah, maybe they could be squatting, but like on the other hand, it's like if there's no people living here, you have a limited supply of food. You have to leave eventually to get that kind of thing. It just yeah, there's just so many things about being here that doesn't seem worth the empty space.
Do things properly. So we rang up a local estate agent.
Nice to meet you, I'm Purple.
Oh, nice to meet you, Purple.
You're looking for buy or to rent?
Then, after a bit of back and forth, they agreed to show us around a flat. But first,
okay.
we'd have to get past security.
Will they let us in?
Bro, this is so bizarre. Because there's like estate agents like offering these spaces, but nobody's taking them. So why are they still doing it? Because it clearly hasn't been inhabited for a long time by like residents. Interesting.
Yes. Don't want to intimidate them with my presence, so I'll let him go first.
What floor is it? 31st. And has anybody
Welcome
lived
in,
this
first time chatter. Oh, what did he say? Hold on, I missed it.
Has anybody lived in this flat before?
No reply. Interesting.
So, this 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom home in Mikey's dream city came with a gym, sports courts, and...
But, welcome in. We're just we're reacting to a Will and E video at the moment. Thank you for the first time chat.
Even a swimming pool. We asked the estate agents how much it cost, but before they could tell us, I ran into a bit of a problem.
All right, my friends, now, bit of an emergency. Just had a notification saying we've had all of our bank cards cancelled for using them abroad.
Is what I would say if we weren't using Revolut.
We have a sponsor segment here. I mean, I feel like if we're reacting to this, so I might as well just let the sponsor segment run through. Get Will his bag.
I'll give you £20 if you sign up using my link in the description or the QR.
Because I'm just here reacting to it, so there's I might as well let it run through. I feel like that would be right.
It takes literally a couple of minutes.
I feel like that would be fair.
Revolut is used by over 13 million people in the UK alone, including myself. They make trips abroad like this dead easy.
It'll only take up like a minute at most, something like that. So we'll let it run through. Not gonna stop me speaking over it, but I'll let it run through. But yeah, as a reactor, I feel like it's morally right to let their ad segments run through when they have one. Because I'm just here, I'm just watching a video, you know, yapping over it and stuff like that. It makes sense for me to just let it run through.
On brands like Amazon and Deliveroo. So my friends, please make sure you sign up to Revolut using my link in the description or QR code on screen.
Like I said, it only takes up a minute.
And a chance to win $5 grand. Back to the video.
What if you do the opposite and only watch the ad segment? That would I think that would be interesting as hell, but yeah, it's yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Good one. It feels ethical to cuz I'm here reacting to someone else's video. It feels only fair that I let it run through.
How much is this? $1,500 a month, $350 a month to rent.
$350 a month to rent a space like this. That seems reasonable. Does that... No, I'm not the only one who thinks that, right? That seems like reasonable for like a big empty fucking space like this. Right?
So, my friends, at that price point, the housing is getting a great big tick.
Yeah, $350 a month. Yeah, that sounds really good for a space like this. Maybe it's just because they don't get many residents and they're like... Yeah, $350. $350 USD. Yeah, like that seems... Like, I mean, all of these places seem like they're well kept. I mean, it's a nice empty space in a nice empty building. So you basically have a building to yourself for $350 a month. Like, That's insane. And again, I think it's maybe because they don't get many residents. Like, if a bunch of people moved in, they would probably, like, inflate the prices and such. Because, you know, that's kind of how it works. The more people, it just, they once they realize they can make more off of it, they will. But it probably because they don't get that much interest because there's, like, nobody living here, they have the price that low. Also, like, exchange rates and stuff like that. That's also another factor. Like, it sounds cheap in USD, but maybe it's difficult to get this amount of their currency. Who knows?
$8 a month to rent.
So, my friends, at that price point, the
but yeah, that's really good.
But how would the city's nightlife fare in comparison?
Oh, we get to see it at nighttime. Oh god. Oh, it's just.
There's not one light.
It's just all dark. There's a couple lights on. You see, like,
there's not one. There's not one.
There's one here, and there's like two visible here. Like, there's a few, but it's like there's not nearly as many as like you would expect of a city this big. Like, there's like a couple lights here and there, and it's hard to say if these are like people living in these spaces or if it's just the workers like cruising through them and turning the lights on. Or if it's an automatic system, like a couple of them have like an automatic light system that they've just left on because nobody lives here. You can't say for certain whether it's people actually living in these spaces or not. But yeah, it could be an automatic system that that hasn't been maintained for a while, and it's just like been left on. Maybe most of the lights don't work anymore. It really depends on how well they've been maintaining it, which we can't say. So, like, here, like, there's a good example of like it seems well maintained, and then you look over here and you see that this light is like playing up and like flickering. There was a light that did it earlier when they were walking through the building talking to the estate agent. When he asked if anybody's lived there before, there was a light that like flickered for a moment. So, like, lighting systems maybe not the best maintained compared to, like, the cleanliness of the city. So, it's entirely possible that there's actually just nobody here, and those lights on are just, like, an automatic system. Very interesting, but, like...
Mate, there is one flat on, the other
spooky to think about.
To take our crew out for the evening, we passed empty restaurant after empty restaurant until we finally managed to find one. Then we headed to the one single bar in the entire city.
Okay, so there are people here.
The camera wasn't rolling at this point, but as we walked into this pub, we were like, oh, class, right? There's 10 people in here. This is absolutely bouncing. However, as soon as we sat down, every single one of them swarmed our table. It turned out literally everybody in that room was staff, and they were all immediately trying to sell us expensive bottles of alcohol.
Interesting.
That didn't last.
Interesting. So... yeah, they've just been swarmed by staff members. So there's no patrons.
Yeah. All good. Let's go. All good. No, thank you.
That's so strange. Yeah, like, again, yeah, what's the point? It's just a bunch of people working in a place that never sees any activity. Like,
so weird. What the was that?
Like, again, it's what I was saying earlier. Like, there are clearly people like upkeeping this city. Like, they have security, they have cleaning. Obviously, they have like restaurant stuff. But those are probably the people that live here. So those lights that you see, I don't think there's any just like residents.
Oh my god! Every single person in that bar. There was 10 people. They all worked there. Nuts. How bizarre.
So, slightly less luck for Mikey there if he fancies partying in his new home.
So strange.
However, as we woke up the next morning, we started to see a few signs of life.
Ooh. Excuse me, mate. Do you live here?
Like, for a couple of days, yeah.
Oh, what you doing here?
NS over the road.
The school thing.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, sick.
Now, admittedly, my friends, right, we've seen millions of YouTube videos on this place before, and they all mentioned this cult-like group who had recently started living in Forest City.
Network school.
Network school. Network school.
Network school.
We've started new currencies. Could we start new countries?
Hey, we want to have our own society. We want to be able to determine our own rules.
It's a little bit
These people
spooky,
are
but
crazy
sure.
internet people who don't want to pay taxes. They want to like skirt governments and create their own world.
90% of Americans have lost their way. Network state is a way of resolving that tension.
So it's it's an organization of squatters, is what I'm hearing. Or what I'm understanding. It's an organization of squatters who have found this empty-ass city and decided, let's live here.
Is it busier than people say it is, or no?
Is he filming?
Oh, sorry, we're vlogging, yeah. We can cut it, for sure.
Yeah, I'd rather you just like...
Of course we can, Yeah, no worries.
Now, at this point, we were thinking, why on earth is everybody so reluctant to reveal what's going on here? But there was no time to investigate Network School just yet, because we were here to test Mikey's theory. And to do that, we needed to see what amenities Forest City had on offer. And what we were about to see absolutely blew our mind.
Hello! Mate, this is the shopping centre. So we've got shop fronts.
Bro.
They are just pictures though. You'd expect if it's like, oh, there's no shops, it would be like overgrown.
What was that video with the rolling giant? That brief shot of the inside of the mall reminded me of that.
Pruned. It's sort of like North Korea, isn't it? How they...
You can't compare it positively and go.
What was it?
Like
what was it called? What was that video called?
Quite look like what the developers of Forest City had promised.
Yeah, I mean, who even? I guess somebody. I mean, like I said, it cost what did they say? 100 billion to build the city. So I don't know. It must have been like the Malaysian government or something, or like whoever developed this.
To their residents.
The first duty-free island and an international shopping paradise.
So we took a look inside the mall to see what else we could find.
Yeah, no, this immediately gives me the vibes of that video of who made that video? I don't think, you know the one I mean though, because it blew up on the internet when it came out. But there's the video of the guy who finds the mall underground and he's getting chased by like a statue thing. It gives me those vibes. I get that video, I get those vibes of that video looking at this. It's freaky.
It is a dream paradise for all mankind.
Yeah, dream paradise, and there's fuck all for anyone here.
There's not a single.
Yeah, it's, you gotta wonder, it was because at the start of the video they showed like a ton of like news channels and stuff talking about Forest City and like how it cost $100 billion, it was planned for 1 million people, and they were saying that it's tanked, that it's deserted, blah blah blah. Yeah, so I can only assume that the Malaysian government were the ones who like had this idea, but why it tanked so hard, who knows?
This is so good. I feel like you could play paintball in here. There's so many possibilities.
Oh, that's a good idea. I like that idea. Playing paintball in a place like this. Bro, paintball, hide and seek, just a game of tag, bro. You could do anything in a space like this. Yeah, there are so many possibilities for a space like, airsoft. Dude, it would be a blast to just play like a big game of tag with a bunch of people in a space like this. It's just like, why would you, like, yeah, just live out your Call of Duty dreams and have like a paintball or an airsoft match in a place like this. Bro, imagine doing it across like the whole city. Just,
this is
yeah.
So good.
Bro, Nerf warfare, oh my god, bro. There's a throwback to childhood. Damn, dude. Yeah, just a straight up a Nerf war in this place would be amazing.
I feel like you could play paintball in here.
The cleanup would be horrible though. Let's not forget that. The cleanup would be awful.
There's so many possibilities.
Go-karts.
Go-kart. Oh my god, dude. Dude.
It's like, it honestly looks like, you know when you see.
You could use because the roads of the city are empty. You could use the actual city as a go-kart track. You could play fucking Mario Kart in real life.
Like future alien cities. Like, it looks really nice. When they were like, oh, it's a paradise, you go, it's not that far from the truth.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So, my friends, as we ventured further and further into the mall, we realised that it might not have ended up the paradise that they'd been advertising.
Some of it is rotting.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so this place hasn't been maintained as well.
Not brand new.
But it did appear that one person, at least, was trying to keep this place going.
There's a man.
Are you working? Lighting in here?
Fixing the lights.
Is there planning that there's going to be shops in here? No, but you're just doing lighting. Isn't that...
Whoa, hold on. So there's no plans to do anything with this place, but they're fixing it anyway. Why?
There's going to be shops in here? No, but you're just doing lighting. Isn't that so weird, though? How there's people in here with ladders going to work
but,
for no one.
Yeah, they're doing it for nothing.
And freezers and cookers supposed to go in there, right? Like, it's all there, and then they just stopped.
Have you seen anything that isn't just a blank room? But what's interesting is there's not even people here to vandalise them. Because if this was in the UK,
that's so strange.
Like beer bottles in there, that sort of thing, right? Nothing.
Oh, sorry, it was just me.
I mean, yeah, it seems like, yeah, like in terms of like, it seems like a lot of people, but consider the fact that this is an entire city populated by like, I don't know, maybe 100 people at most. Like, when you consider the amount of people here to the scale of the place, it's not really that well populated. It just seems like a bunch of people, like, pottering about for no real reason. Which is strange, but... I guess... let them do them.
No, that's good. Didn't want it anyway.
Nothing working?
Cool. But it works. This is the weirdest place.
See how good it is being in an abandoned city?
Honestly, you actually have such a point. It's like everywhere's your home if no one else is there, right? Like this just feels like one big, massive, shiny living room.
And I made sure to test that living room out properly with our cameraman, Yapping.
Oh, nice.
With our cameraman, Yapping.
Nice.
But
I like that.
It was
very
time
nice.
to leave.
No worries,
sorry.
no worries.
So then, after finding out there wasn't many shops, we went to check out Forest City's other amenities.
It's so bizarre.
It's literally perfect. Where is everyone? Why would you not come and have a little splash? The only difference is the lack of people. Yeah. But other than that, they've nailed it.
You were bang on, by the way. Your theory was bang on. This is perfect.
I can't believe, for once, one of my unpopular opinions has got through. It's always, oh, Mikey's so silly, Mikey's so dumb. Him and his loony ideas. Wow.
You take 100 shots, you're gonna make one of them.
And eventually, we actually found an open shop.
Oh.
Oh, how much are the bikes? You can buy a bike.
Yeah, I mean, just like imagine going through a city where the chances that you run into a person, okay, so the chances are not 0, right? But the chances that you run into a person just taking a regular stroll, it's not that high, right? Like 100, 200 people, considering the scale of the place, it's bizarre. Especially knowing it was built to house 1 million people.
Which, my friends, was all part of Forest City's original plan.
The city integrates various modes of transportation that allow residents to enjoy a better life.
You name me one other city on Earth, you'd have this much freedom.
Like, yeah, there was a person walking there, but like, there's a couple people here. I think that's probably the most people we've seen.
You name me one other city on Earth, you'd have this much freedom. This is unbelievable. There's just nobody here.
With around 10
but it's so strange.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, there's a bit of attention there.
Right? There's even the people here. In their promotional video on the beach.
This one actually has people.
Wow. Okay, we're close.
I mean, that'll do for me, like, that's fair enough. They also, crocodiles. Because it's been so long since they built it, right? And nobody rocked up. Crocodiles have returned here. So they used to be here, then they built it, and then no one came, and then they're like, oh, we'll take it back.
Is that why no one's swimming? Bit strange for a beach, isn't it? Significant lack of swimming for a beach.
Now, honestly...
Yeah, I mean, clearly there's nothing to stop people from coming here from, like, elsewhere. Like, clearly you're allowed to travel here. And it was briefly mentioned earlier that there are people who are, like, setting themselves up here from other places. Like, the bloke they talked to earlier about, like, whatever it was, the people who are, like, for lack of better word, the organization of squatters. They seem to be from, like, other places. They didn't seem to be from around here. Like, the guy they spoke to was British, judging by the accent.
Obviously, we had the time of our lives.
But I mean, like this, like even with like the few people that are around, it's like nobody is in the accommodations is the main thing.
In all that Forest City had to offer, so it's a big tick from us. However, our next test was about to prove a lot more difficult, because to try and see what type of community he'd be living in, Mikey headed out in search of an actual local.
Do you live in Forest City? Do you?
Yeah, see, this is what I mean. They're asking, like, do you live here? And most of the people have said no. That's the difference here. Like, yes, there are people here, but they don't live here. Like, again, when they were talking to that guy, like, from the squatters group, even he said he was only going to be there for a couple of days. It doesn't seem like people live here long term.
Test was about to prove a lot more difficult.
With the exception, possibly, of the people that are working, like, in the buildings, like the security guards and the cleaners and the people in the restaurants. But, like maybe they live here, but it doesn't seem like... It seems like a lot of people visit just to explore, and then they kind of just leave. Like, it seems like it doesn't get that much interest in terms of residency, which so far seems really strange, because it seems like there don't appear to be any, like, major downsides to living in this place. So I'm really curious why people
to try
don't.
And see what type of community he'd be living in, Mikey headed out in search of an actual local.
Do you live in Forest City? Do you live in Forest City?
I just visit my friend.
Which turned out to be pretty difficult. However, the people who did live here all mentioned one thing.
NS member? No, we're just here.
Yeah, again, with the NS thing. So the only people who live here seem to be the people who have come and joined this, like, NS organization, whatever it is.
What's NS?
NS Company Network School.
Yeah,
I've been living in this like network school.
Yeah, there it is again.
Now, weirdly, everybody that we met seemed to share that one same belief of Mikey's, that living in a ghost city might be quite good after all. So we decided that we needed to go and find out about this cult for ourselves.
This network school we've been hearing about looks a bit weird.
Now you can stay at NS for free by simply recruiting new members. So you can live free, optimize for longevity, and don't die.
Clearly they're not grabbing that much attention, because, like, if you posted a video online and said, here, come and live here for free, surely a whole bunch of people would flock, right? Like, if you saw a video online and they were like, hey, we're living in this basically near enough abandoned city that nobody else lives in, come and live here. Like, there has to be such a catch that people just aren't interested. There has to be something, right? There has to be some reason that people are so turned away from, like, living here. Like, clearly people are interested in coming and visiting and, like, exploring the place, like these two are doing, but living here seems to be something that nobody really considers doing, which is really strange. Yeah, don't die sounds promising.
Now, we knew
that is quite a
wasn't
strange
gonna be
thing to
easy,
say.
because everybody we bumped into on this trip had been incredibly secretive about what was going on. Apart from one legend called Connor.
Yeah, there's a lot of people at network school.
Who had offered to show us around.
Interesting.
You want to come to network school?
So we took him up on his offer and headed to their headquarters.
Oh, is it going? You good? Thank you for this, man.
I'm not even sure like how much we're allowed to see because of like security.
Yeah. So are they quite on it with security? What's the?
You need like an access card.
Oh, I see.
You're just visiting?
Yeah, just visiting. How long have you been in the network school?
Now, upon arrival,
it's weird. It's very strange.
We were greeted with the same.
Like, they're very guarded, and there's like a whole system of, like, you have to have this and be that to get into this place, and it's strange.
Sense of suspicion that had been following us all around the city.
Yeah, which means of these people.
And now it was just a matter of waiting to see if the boss man would let us in.
So how many people are there here?
Yeah, it seems like somebody has, like, established themselves in this place and is, like, running some kind of, like... This feels like a dystopian future. This feels like in a movie, like, some dude in the future, like, establishes himself as, like, some kind of, like, grand leader and enforces, like, this whole strict system that people have to follow to join. Which very cultish. It makes it the word cult feels like it's appropriate here.
I would say 500.
Now, my friends, after waiting for what felt like an eternity, it was beginning to look
Hold on,
like
what did he say
waiting
there?
to see if the boss man would let us in.
So how many people are there here?
How many people? Okay, 500 people.
Now, my friends, after waiting for what
roughly
felt like an eternity, it was beginning to look like we weren't going to be allowed in. So Connor decided to try and pull some strings.
Can we ask the core team?
Okay. What's the core team?
A group of like 20 people who are employees here. They run everything, all the operations.
See, that's what I mean. It's just like a group of people just like running this whole system that they've like got people in on, and it's so bizarre.
A couple of people not at network school, but they seem pretty chill and they're doing like a
They seem chill. Yeah, that's
You mentioned he's one of the e-boys.
That's not gonna help anything. No. Do you know why he said no?
Do you know the YouTube channel Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently the leadership was not happy with that.
Oh, interesting.
No.
Okay, so a video has been made on this previously, and they weren't happy with it, and now they're like overly cautious about more people making videos.
Appreciate you, bro. Lovely to meet you, man. Thank you for your time.
So strange.
And sadly, it doesn't look like we're going to be finding out any more about network school anytime soon, because in just the days after we filmed this, officials have revoked their license.
Interesting. Oh, interesting. So the Malaysian government has acted against this. Wow. That's so strange.
They've ordered the entire operation to be shut down.
Yeah, they've closed the whole place down.
Immediately. The doors were locked, the sign was...
So, it seems like they don't want people staying here now. It seems like they've built this nice city, they were going to house 1 million people, they're happy for people to come and like visit temporarily and explore for a little bit, but they really don't want people like living here long term. It's really strange.
Torn down, a network school effectively vanished overnight. And with that, the only tiny community that Forest City had going for it disappeared too. Meaning, for Mikey's theory, it's not looking very good on the people side of things.
Really
so, how did everything go so badly wrong here?
Okay, we're here in the south of Malaysia, but these homes weren't built by a Malaysian company, and they certainly weren't built for the Malaysian people. So Forest City was actually constructed by a Chinese company called Country Garden, and it was intended for Chinese buyers who wanted a second home.
You know what? This is starting to make more sense.
An investment property, or a quick way of getting into Singapore. However, less than 1 year after Forest City's grand unveiling, the Chinese government pulled the plug. You see, they were worried about the amount of money that their citizens were investing abroad and the impact that would have on their own currency. So what they did is they tightened security and blocked all overseas property investments. Things got so bad that Country Garden, they shut all of their showrooms and call centers for this place in China. So suddenly, there was a whole city built with one specific market in mind that could not buy it. So how are things looking now? Well, as we've seen, the developers are still legally obliged to keep this place pristine.
So that's why they're here. It's just like a legal obligation by the developers. They have to keep this place maintained. So that's why people are working here. But they're not allowing people to use it.
And over the last 2 years, despite this place only housing 2% of its total capacity,
interesting,
the population has doubled. However, 2 years ago, Country Garden, the company that runs this and is, responsible for keeping this place alive, posted yearly operating losses of $4.5 billion. And the year before that was $24 billion. Now, they're a massive, massive company, and people are coming. You just can't help but wonder what happens to this place if the money runs out before they get here.
Anyway, we have an incredibly important argument to settle.
Very
and with the scores tied heading into the final round, we were about to raise the stakes massively by putting our beloved bikes up for grabs as we tested Forest City's crime level.
Okay.
Oh, they're just gonna leave the bike somewhere and see if they get stolen.
With the keys in, see if they get nicked.
We're gonna leave both of these.
If we can leave them here, keys in, they don't get nicked. This is officially the best city ever. Keys in.
Alright, so we picked 2 numbered spots completely at random and headed to bed.
Can't imagine why they picked those 2 numbers. No apparent cause at all. Oh. Oh, they're both. Or.
Can you feel the nerves?
I'm not nervous. At all, not nervous. Which spot were they in again?
Interesting. So they're just gone.
Ah.
Has someone nicked my bikes? Where's the bike?
Well, to be fair, I'm pretty sure that's what they did, because they just found those bikes, didn't they?
Security? Maybe they just put them somewhere safe.
I hope so.
Please, 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 please.
So, my friends, that was it. Sadly, it looked like this ghost city had pulled through again.
No way, no way, no way.
Ah, they just moved them. Okay.
And with that, my friends, there was only one thing left to do.
They're gonna ride them around here. I mean, why wouldn't you? You have the opportunity, why would you not? Oh.
To be fair, deserved.
All right, my friends, are there some unnerving parts about this place? Yes. Is some of it a little bit creepy? Yes. But on the majority, Mikey, we've had a good time.
Yeah, fantastic place. And I think you'll find that you owe me an apology.
Yes. Can we just have a quick round of applause, everybody?
So, what I'm understanding is that the city is mostly populated by people visiting temporarily and by the people who are, like, legally obligated to be here for its maintenance. But it doesn't appear to have any actual residents. Like, it was built by a Chinese company, and yeah, and the squatters, obviously, who were removed by the Malaysian government. It sounded like, but yeah, so it was like, it didn't have. It seemed to be for a very specific target demographic. It seemed to be built by a Chinese company for Chinese people to own, like, a second home. So I assume it was probably like investors or something like that, like something that, like, the something that benefits the government, basically. Which, I mean that's entirely within a logical line of thinking. But I mean, some of the homes are owned, but in terms of, like, actually, like, the residencies, it doesn't seem like anybody really cared to move here. So it's just been kind of abandoned, and the only people here, like I say, are visitors, squatters, or the ones legally obligated, which has got to suck, by the way. It has got to suck being under an obligation to be in a city that nobody actually uses, and, like, clean it and maintain it and all that. Oh, gun the ads.
For Mikey's first good idea ever. Well done, mate. If you lot have enjoyed this video, please feel free to check out another one. You might like this one. Ooh, that's a good one, isn't it?
That's my favourite one.
Ah, I love that. Such a good one.
Very interesting, though. It's really, really fascinating to see a whole city that is populated by, like, 100 people, like, something like that. Like, 500 squatters who were all removed. It's so bizarre. But it's really interesting. I found that pretty interesting to learn about it. I don't know if I want to do any more. I don't know if I want to do another one, or if I want to kind of call it a short stream and just kind of end it there. I guess, maybe we could save another one for the future. I don't see any reason why we couldn't do that. It was an interesting video. But yeah, I think maybe we just call it a short stream today and just kind of, call it there. I mean, we did a 5 hours on Friday, and I'm not gonna lie, my throat is kind of killing me because I was yapping immeasurably on Friday, and I've fallen out of routine a little bit, so my vocal cords are kind of suffering a little bit. But yeah, it was interesting to see. I am glad that I saved it for the stream because I was just like I said, it came up in my recommended feed for my personal account, and I was just gonna watch it through, and then I thought, why don't I just save it for a stream? I feel like it was interesting to watch on a stream because I had the ability to, like, comment on it and sort of put some actual thought into it rather than just watching it and be like, oh, that was cool, and then moving on. Interesting place. Definitely an interesting place. I mean, I had no idea that it existed. I'd never heard of it before. But, like, the premise of an abandoned city is always going to be, like, immensely fascinating. I think that's just us as like human beings. It's just like the premise of like a big city that isn't populated when we know that it should be. That's like the concept of liminality. That's why people are so interested in that. It's just like that kind of thing. It's it is deeply fascinating to think about that kind of idea. And I'm sure that there are plenty of other places out in the world that are like towns or cities which have just been completely abandoned and have nobody there anymore. Like I'm sure that exists. I don't see any reason why that couldn't be a thing. They're probably just not easy to find because they're in like countries that you've never heard of or something like that. Yeah, really interesting to see a city with like a population of at most 500 people. Like, it's really fascinating. The idea of it to me is really interesting. So I'm glad that I saved it for a stream and we watched that. It has inspired a great deal of thinking. Maybe it will inspire something for my writing hobby. Who knows? But I don't really have anything else planned today. I will be honest. I don't have any other plans for stuff to do today. It was just kind of a react stream. It is a shame that I didn't get to stream yesterday, because that would have filled out a little more of the week, but that's not so bad. I mean, like I said, we had a long stream on Friday, and my vocal cords are kind of cooked a little bit because I was yapping so much on that stream. So I think I'm going to call it here. I think I'm going to have a nice short stream and head off and go and eat something. Yeah, I do hope you have enjoyed. Thank you all for coming, as always. Thank you to everybody who stopped by. A couple of new, I think we have one new chapter as well. Appreciate that. And yeah, I'll try to get back into normal routine now that my ear is getting better and I can stream more consistently. I will try to get back into the routine of doing 4 days a week on the same days. We'll get back into that routine. So I'll have a schedule posted probably on some point at the beginning of next week, probably on like Tuesday or something, and we'll see what we do. But yeah, for now, I have a good rest of your day, whatever time zone you might be in, whatever you might be up to. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. Have a good one, everybody. We're going for a bit of an anticlimactic ending here today. Bye-bye. Thanks for stopping by. Bye. Bye-bye.